Ah, boy, what's up, people? What is up? I'm late today. I is late today. A lot going on this morning. Hey, Michelle's daughter. I'm late today. Usually I'm on by now, and I had to. Child, I am late, Shakira. I know. Good morning, Sly Sylvia, Shondo, everybody. Michelle's daughter, just one and only. Y'all know I'm late. I'm sorry, y'all. I had a lot going on this morning. Hey, Purple King, Sly Sylvia Williams. I am late, y'all. Y'all know this ain't me. I usually we be done been on for a little minute by now, but I had a lot going on this morning, y'all. So, but yeah, we're here. We are here already, y'all. We are here. Anyway, so if you look at the title, good morning, David Williams. Good morning. Good morning. We got our coffee, and the coffee is extra good this morning. Extra good. Uh, but we ready this morning to have a conversation now. Mm, some good coffee this morning, y'all. Good. The title does say we spoke, you spoke. Let's continue the conversation. Um, you was just about to take a nap. Okay. Okay, come on, energy drink. Hey, Joanne, be savage. All right. First of all, let me give a big shout out to all of you, all my regulars, my people who be with me every Saturday morning or Sunday when we get on, or the Thursday night happy hour, or whenever we are on. I thank y'all for being with us for the block party we had on Thursday night. We had a whole lot of guests in the building, and you all held it down for me. You all were vocal, you were active, you was in the chats, you did what you do. I had some march for the day. Y'all did what y'all did. Y'all was holding it down over here for the block party, making sure everything was cleaned up after we, kicked everybody out of the party, made sure that the drinks was freshened, made sure that the trash was picked up, made sure the music was popping. Y'all had it going on over here at the block party on Thursday. And I want to say I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for all that y'all did on Thursday, holding it down for me. Y'all know what we do over here. But we are now back to our regularly scheduled programming with all of our regular folk, regular people. There'll probably be some extra people coming in from time to time, but I want to just say that to you all up front and say that publicly. Hopefully, I won't have to private this video like I normally do, but we'll see. Um, anyway, um, so I just so you know, just a little behind the camera insight. Whenever we do the gentleman's panel, we go to someone else's channel. All of the topics are created by who's ever hosting. So the person hosting is in charge of all of the different topics. The only topic that the host does not come up with is the one guy to go at the end. That's James. So all of the topics this week were mine. I came up with them, and I did give. Hey, Jacqueline, I did give the other members of the panel. I gave them a lot of notice. I put out our agenda last week Sunday, so as to give people enough time to to do their homework, do their research, so forth and so on. Now, the first topic that we did, which was the gay black men versus black women, has gotten some traction. I have heard a lot of people say a lot of things about that topic. I'm going to talk about that a little bit this morning. Um, Clear up some misconceptions, and people seem to misconstrue some things that I said I can't speak for other members of the panel because they have to speak for themselves. But I certainly want to clear up um, some things that people said that I said. And hey, Nep, and make sure that when the story is told, it is told correctly. So, hey, Cass, favorite, thank you so much, and shouts out to all the people in the bushes, all the people in the sky that are watching from above and so forth. If you in the bushes, try not to get bit by them ants, because when you in the bushes, there's ants down there. You might get bit. Okay, ciao. And if you're in the bushes for the reasons I be in the bushes, make sure you have on your knee pads and you wipe the sides of your mouth. Anyway, hey, Deshaun. Shondo, let's get a quick Shondo in the chat. Hey, Castro Cannon. Let's get a quick Shondo in the chat for everybody, because that's what we do around here. And if you do not know what Shondo means, I'm going to leave it to the chat. Maybe they will tell y'all. But when we had our meeting, we had a meeting last week Sunday on the chat, so we could be prepared for all of our guests. And the people, my regulars told me, do not get on that Thursday telling the people why we say Shondo. That is something for us. Hey, Captivating Christian. So if they want to tell you all why we say Shondo, I will let them do that in the chats, because it's not going to be as many people here today as it was on Thursday. So they might be inclined to tell you why we say Shondo. So I'll let my regulars tell y'all why we say Shondo, hashtag Shondo. And it's because this is the house of debauchery. So, yeah. Anyway, so let's talk about this. I have seen a lot of people, and I don't want to start naming people who I've seen that have talked about it, that have commented on it, because it is a conversation. And I was glad that was the point. I wanted us to begin to have a conversation and spark the conversation and see different opinions. I see a lot. The first thing I see is a lot of people wanted there to be a female guest invited on the channel. Hey, Yvette Holmes, to discuss it. I didn't want to do that. I wanted it to be authentically just a panel discussing it. But if you remember, I said that I was going to tag other channels, and not just the other panel channels, but any other. It could be a female YouTuber, it could be a male YouTuber, or any other YouTuber that wants to add to it. By all means, go and do that. However, I just didn't want to do it on the panel simply because there are 5 members of the panel. And then when you introduce a 6th person on the panel, it starts to get a lot, the round robins will be endless. So I definitely wanted to give people a platform to where we would start the conversation and have that conversation start to make its rounds and so forth. So I'm glad that that happened. That is good that happened. And there's been a lot of commentary. So I do want to say that first. I did not want there to be a female guy. I wanted it to be just the men, and these are all Black gay men that were having a conversation about it. So I want to say that first. Oh, you over there in Oregon? Okay, I know it's early over there. What is it, like 8:49, 8:50, almost? No, it's 7:50 over there, almost 8 o'clock. All right, so let's talk about a couple things. Couple things that I said that people misconstrued was, one of the comments that I made was that Black women today remind me a lot of gay Black men in the 90s. And what I mean by that is this: I'm certainly by no means saying that Black women act like men to a certain degree. What I do mean by that is, think about the lingo and the way that Black women today talk and speak. The vernacular and the language that they have comes from the gay Black male. A lot of the vernacular that was adopted by gay Black men in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, that is the language and lingo of Black women today. I don't care what you say, it is. And it came from Black gay men. It did not come from Black women. It came from Black men. Black gay men, to be exact, I should say. So that was the one thing that I definitely wanted to um, say. Okay. The other thing that I want to say is, a lot of the hey, the real, I'm just saying, hey Ebby, Castro Boo. I don't even think I said hey to you. Hey Castro Boo. Hey Lynn doing the do. Um, so I want to say that first. And if you, by any stretch of the imagination, think that that is not the case, you are lying to yourself. The way Black women speak today was taken from the Black gay men. Period. That's not that's not even an opinion. That is fact. That is fact. Go look it up. So that's I wanted to say that first. Hey Jay Dunn, I know y'all going to talk about it on y'all panel as well because QI was on Really B's panel last night that I was on. She said y'all want to talk about it tonight, so I'm interested to see what y'all have to say. Hey, surprise around the corner. Now I've heard some people talk about this. I saw VS had some stuff to say about it. I saw Olivia the Oracle was talking about it. I know Lockheed Boss Lady talked about it. I know QI and her panel. They're going to talk about it with Jay Dunn, and I think DC Kool-Aid and Lisa are going to be on there. I've heard, I think Wiley spoke on it. I've heard other, and I shouldn't have started to name names. I'm going to forget a whole lot of people. But the conversation has begun. And if this were not a real thing, there would be no conversation to be had. But since there is truly conversation to be had, that means that this is a real thing. So, hey, LaGale Wallace. So I definitely wanted to clear that up. The other reason I mentioned that comment is if you look at a lot of the ultra film Black gay men and even some of the trans men from the 90s, a lot of their makeup techniques and styles were given and taught to Black women to the point where now they are using some of those same makeup styles and designs and ways of doing makeup and things like that. These are real things. So this is why even some of when you had some of the film guy who dressed in female clothing, they weren't trans, but these were the film gay Black men who adopted or who had clothing that was more in the female section of the store. A lot of their fashions, a lot of the things that they would promote, you see a lot of straight Black women today are wearing and doing. These are not things that I'm just grabbing out of the air. These are things that are there. These are real. So that is why I made that comment that straight Black women today remind me a lot of the gay Black men from back in the day, from back in the 90s or early 2000s, or even sometimes going back to the 80s. These are just facts. These are the things that I see. So even when you look at pop culture, even going back to the 90s, even going back to the 80s with the Janets and the Whitneys, and going into the 90s with the Mariahs and with the Mary J. Bliges and, Tony Braxton's and, the people who were in pop culture that began to, they were influenced by the Black gay males. They dressed them. They did their makeups. They taught them this is what people want to see. They did. It's just the way it is. Hey, Ariel. And so that's what I mean. Black gay men have been trendsetters in teaching people what designers and what fashion lines are the popular ones. These are the facts. And that's why I made that comment. Black people as a whole wouldn't know about a lot of these European designers and things like that had it not been for Black gay men who was introducing this into the community. It is what it is. Right, Purple King, Black gay men taught women many a days how to walk in heels. You know what I'm saying? And I talk about it when you go back to the history, a lot back in history. You go late 1800, early 1900, definitely early 1900s, when Black people started to form cities of their own, and Black people started to have communities of their own outside post-slavery, and Black women wanted to start to adopt more of the white women look and the white women way of dress and the white women way of walking. They started to want to have more relaxed hair. They started to want to have the fashions of it. they turned to black gay men in order to teach them that. Now, if we really want to talk about this riff, you talking about oh, I know which club you talk about too, just one and only. Oh, what was the name of that club? Now I go all the way back to Obsessions, just one. If you remember, Obsessions was over there off 79th Street and is that Miami Avenue? Yeah, I think that's Miami Avenue. Used to be you know where that Burger King is, that little small Burger King off Miami Avenue and 79th Street. It used to be a gay club across the street from that. Before there was a club, boy in the everyday obsession. And everybody remembers Sugars with Miss Alice over there in North Miami Beach. Sugars been around a long time too. Sugars was the I was mad when they closed down Sugars with Alice, Miss Alice, who used to sit in the front. That white lady did not play with you, honey. She was she ain't play. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. Let me see what y'all put in these comments. Black gay men talking about walk. Black in black colleges is the black gays who teach the majorettes. Come on now, come on, teach the people. So why do you think these certain women have a problem with gay men? We're going to get competition. We're going to get to that in just a moment, Shakira. Cupcake said hi LTD in chat new sub. Hey, appreciate it. Cupcakes, welcome. Shondo. Y'all put a Shondo in the room for all my new people who are just coming in. Shondo. Next top model is a prime example. Yes, it is. America's Next Top Model. That's $1 million question. We're gonna get there, Shakira. Behind every black woman is a strong gay black man. Now, where does a lot of the beef derive? A lot of the beef between black gay men, straight black women, comes from outside entities. Black gay men, black women have been allies for a long time. Hey, Yanya or Yanaya, I always butcher that. Appreciate you for coming through. Hey, Quita. Hey, Enchantress, 253 Enchantress. Shondo to everybody coming in the room. They've been allies for a very long time. There are always outside entities that come in and try to break up the party and try to stop. Anytime black people want to get together and come on one accord, the people who derive from the Caucasus Mountains get afraid because they know that's a dangerous thing. Us, our people, being on one accord, being like-minded, being in the same mind frame is a dangerous thing for them. It's really dangerous. So these people descended from the Caucasus Mountain love to try to insert ideas or insert things into the atmosphere to break up the party, to make people to be divisive and make people have strife with one another and so forth. One of the first ways they did that was with the colonizers. Now we're gonna go down a little bit of history lane. I know for some of my old people we did this before, but we got a lot of new people, so we got to re-educate some of the people. Okay, the colonizers did it. If you really go back, most of the African tribes were not patriarchy; they were matriarchies. The women ran the societies, the men were out; they were being nomadic. So there was a lot of homosexuality in Africa. With Africa, it just was. That's the way it was. They came together. The men would come into the towns with the women for the purpose of procreation, but then they would leave and go back in the fields. The women would stay in the cities, and they would, do. Women had their little wives or girlfriends or whatever you want to call it. Men had their little boyfriends or whatever you want to call it, and they would do that. And when they came over to America on the slave ships, they broke up everything we knew about our culture. They stopped us speaking our language. They stopped us believing in our religion. They stopped us playing our music. They stopped everything, and that's how you kill a group of people. You stop everything about their culture, language, arts, religion, all of that stuff. And that's what they did. And they forced their way of thinking on us. Christianity, the Anglican Church, and Christianity was forced upon us. And so with that being forced upon us, then this patriarchy came. Much of the patriarchal society comes from people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. Let's just be honest. And so when that happened, was that made Black people take that on, and that made it where it was really uh, not a good thing. It, homosexuality was, like they say all the time, an abomination, so they don't want them to be together. But anyway, moving on, that the Christianity and the church, and definitely the Black church, became a very divisive thing. Now, somebody got this wrong, what I said, and I think it was BS. I said that the first thing I said when I introduced the commentary about the Black church was that the Black church is overwritten with Black women. Black women are the largest population of the Black church. That is what I said. And I think she got that wrong, but I said it. Go back and look. The Black church is heavy, is 80%, 90% Black women. They run the Black church. The other large segment of the Black church is gay Black men. Straight Black men make up a very small percentage of the Black church. And most of them, if they truly are straight, and there's so few and far between, so few and far between, the very minute few straight Black men that are in the Black church, they try to push into the ministry and push into being a pastor. It is what it is. So you have in the Black church the one place where you have the straight Black women and the gay Black men all together at one time. What do? They preach, oh, gay is bad. Oh, if you're homosexual, you're awful. Oh, we need to vilify the gays. And you got the Black women sitting there saying, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, glory to God. But see, the Black women in the Black churches become delusional. Let me tell you where the delusions come in. Women, there are not a lot of straight Black men in the Black church. Let's just be honest. I just told you. And they go to these churches, they see the Black men, and they be fine. I know, because I be there sometimes, and they be fine. And you be like, oh, I wish he could be mine. He can't, because he's gay. And now you in your feelings, and when the pastor up there talking about, yeah, I hate the gay Black man, and hate anything about homosexuality, and you over there, amen, hallelujah, because you thinking, oh, I want some of these men I see here. The church, most of them don't want you, boo. Just being honest. So you sit there at the church in your feelings talking about how horrible it is that you can't find a man. They're not at church. The men that you want are not at church. Let's just be honest. Now, if you want you a straight Black man, go to a football game. Straight Black men generally do not hang in the same quarters that straight Black women hang in. Let's just be honest. Unless it's at the club. But most of the time, they have different hobbies and different things that they want to do. I'm not saying all the time, but majority of the time. So let's go back to my premise. You in the Black church. The Black church has large segment Black women, large segment gay Black men, and they all are sitting there listening to some clown on the pulpit bastardizing, vilifying anything homosexual, Black, and gay. Okay? Which is a horrible thing. And it amazes, it baffles the mind that people literally sit there and listen to this and do an amen, hallelujah, and all of this, and sit there and let somebody, I mean, let me get in these comments, y'all. I'm way behind on the comments. Let me see what y'all saying. Because I'm way behind, y'all. I don't even think it's a YouTube thing. I don't see a problem outside. We'll get there in a second. Your race is disgustingly retarded. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Child. We got our troll people here. We'll let them stay in for a little bit. I hope. Hey, Lockheed Boss Lady. I hope you like the idea of women panel debate with this. I like it, Lockheed Boss Lady. I spoke of it. I think you weren't in here yet. Hi everyone listening while getting ready. It is a great conversation. Can you recommend books on the topic? Pre-colonial Black culture. Ooh, all you gotta do is Google that. But if I start, I ain't gonna stop. Sticks, I think that used to be true. I don't see that as much anymore. Remember, Sticks, girl, we still going back. We ain't got to present day yet. We're going back sometime. So we'll get there in just a second. Right, which is why that is the one place I'm not looking for a man. Okay, I'm not even in church though. There are a lot of down low Muslim men. Come on, down low Muslim men, child. They're everywhere. Am I the only one who go to church where I see many black men and families that used to be true? Um, a lot of down low men in the hood. Condemnation of one doesn't make one better than the other. That's so true. Most of the hymns were written by homosexual men. Don't make us start on that. I love to be involved. Um, I don't say amen to everything because I don't come into agreement of hate and bashing someone. All right, so let's move closer to modern day. Now, and if you want, we can even go down the road of security and protection. If you want to really go back to slavery times where black women depended on black men for protection from the white slave masters who were killing them and raping them, and they were looking for men to protect them, be they gay, straight, or whatever, they needed the protection. Or if you go to the fact that financially, a two-person household is much more financially stable. So it makes it seem like when black uh, homosexuality is a threat to financial stability in the black community. I even heard people say that there, and you hear this a lot now. This is something that you hear a lot, y'all. Tell me I'm lying. You hear a lot saying that there's this agenda to push homosexuality on the black culture because there's this inherent they want us to have this self-genocide, or homosexuality will be a way to have black genocide of the black people, because if there are more black gay men, then there are less black children being born. Like, I'm like, let me make a mod or two, because I know um I got some people. Let me add some of my normals so that they can clean up the area. Because we got, some people that may so they can clean up and play policeman for a little bit. But these are things that we know. These are things that people are preaching all the time, all the time. So the other thing that I want to say is this. Let's move forward to now, to more modern times. In modern times, black men, straight black women were allies more. Black women look to gay black men for a lot of the stuff we talked about earlier. You have the term fag hag, and different things like that that started to be introduced in the culture. When not black, when the people from the Caucasus Mountains started to see that happen in modern times, you know what they introduced then in the 90s? The DL concept. Every time they see the two starting to get together, they start to introduce another narrative that they want to put in there to break it apart. So, alpha woman fag hag is a straight black woman who hangs around a bunch of, like, you'll see a whole group of gay black men, and then you'll see one straight black woman, and she's called a fag hag. That's what they call her, because she hangs around the black gay, a bunch of black gay men. So that's what that means. Anyway, so anytime you see the two powers unite, where you see the black woman and the straight black male are once again united and together, and we're happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, they try to introduce the people from the Caucasus Mountains start to be fearful again. There's jealousy. They see, oh God, their powers are uniting. Oh God, oh God, oh God. And then they introduce another narrative. And so in the 90s came the whole DL phenomenon. Oh, because remember, that was post 80s AIDS epidemic. So now it was very easy for them to infuse this whole narrative. oh, black women, you need to be afraid of the gay black men because they are giving you AIDS and HIV and they're on the down low. And if they're on the down low, then you don't know what's going on and they are going to kill you off and you're going to die at the hands of the DL black men and the gay black men. Because the narrative was it's the gay black men who are giving the disease to the DL black men who are not necessarily completely gay, but they're bi. And so they are giving it to the DL black men who's then passing it on to black women. And so now the gay black man is the root cause of the death of the black women. That was the narrative that was being sold, at the time. And so now we have another rift that is introduced to us by people outside of us. And this is the point that I'm trying to make. It's always outside entities, forces outside of us trying to introduce narratives and introduce things to say, you people should not be together. You people should not be united. You people should not join forces. I mean, if you were around and to remember that time back in the 90s, do you remember? I mean, there were shows like the Oprah Winfrey Show and a lot of the little talk shows that would do a whole shows about the DL phenomenon. There was movie. There was even like show. Remember that show, the DL Chronicles and stuff like that. Like there was a whole lot that was talked about that narrative, and black gay men got really, really. I mean, it was a bad time to be, black gay man at the time. Certainly, you weren't gonna be bisexual. You really weren't gonna tell nobody you was bisexual at that time. Oh no, 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 no. And so here's the funny part. What's so ironic, the irony of it all, at the exact same time, white gay men were on the rise. White gay men were getting more and more of a foothold into pop culture and more of a foothold into getting more rights for white gays, but they were helping the narrative be pushed about the black DL men. I'm just telling you and they were help pushing that agenda. The white gays were help. Don't get it twisted. The white LGBT community was helping push the narrative that was causing the divisiveness between black women and gay black men. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Let me go back and look at some of these comments. Let's see. LaDonna says that makes sense about the forced division because I've always seen black women and gay men as allies, always. When it was never like, I just got a text from Jada Nerd. He said he's with us in spirit. Where am I at? If a black woman married a down low man, who does she turn to though? Especially if it's hard to leave him. We are going to get to that topic in just enough because one of our other topic is, does it make you gay if a man has sex with a sexual encounter with another man? Does that make him automatically gay, or can he still be straight? We'll get there in just a second. Hold that thought, Alpha Woman. We are going to dissect it. That's our main topic for today. I'm just giving a little bit of this topic because I know it was discussed on the gentleman's panel, and I know this is a conversation that was had in some of the channels that I've been seeing that have talked about what we discussed on the gentleman's panel. That makes me think of the Tuskegee experiment. That's a whole nother show, a whole nother conversation. The Tuskegee experiment, them giving black people syphilis and all of that stuff. The Tuskegee experiment, this country, these yet to be United States of America, is one of the worst. For all that they try to make it like this is the greatest nation on earth, we have committed some of the worst atrocities in the history of mankind. But we're so anthropomorphic, you really won't hear about them in the textbooks when the story is told and written. We're so anthropomorphic, we won't put them in there. How can I tell if a man is straight anymore? I need to know. Turn to your family and leave shouldn't be hard. there's a narrative of black men and black women hating each other. Now their black gay men hate us too. We are truly the most hated subgroup. I don't know about I think black people just as a whole are one of the most hated races on the face of the planet. Mind you, there is no human species without black people. The species originates from us. That's a whole nother topic. Hire a private eye to follow your man and dig into his background. Not that we hire a private eye. That's the story of the YouTube streets in this sector. Dear God, to be honest, black women got along and hard and had better relationship with black men better than heterosexual black men. Oh my God, I told my black gay friend that a straight and gay white male are the same. They are. Once you find out your man taking peen, how could you stay? We gonna get that floor, Rebel. We're gonna get there. That's a controversial question. Why do you have to leave? We're gonna get there, Sticks girl. There are some men who let their girl bust them up with it. We gonna get there. We are gonna get there. Y'all hold on just a few shakes. All I can picture is, oh Lord, Flora Rebel, girl. Serious girl, I don't want a man, a child. And he lied to me. I was trying to understand the topic. Alpha women, yeah. Oh, and I have these things. I'm looking at the comments, y'all. Now I love. I'm looking at the comments. I thought that's a whole nother topic. At Blockhead Boss Lady. We can get into that. I'm a student of history, and we can get into that. Not today. Well, at least not on this line. Maybe in a later line. All right, so let's talk about so we talked about the DL phenomena in the 90s, early 2000s. So now push further now to modern history and more around the time period we're in now. I think sometimes we infuse divisiveness in ourselves. Look at what's going on in the streets, the YouTube streets. There's always this back and forth, this whole, there's just like this rip. Anytime you could throw out a couple names. And I know this goes in more into trans, but look at the Kaya Maddie. Look at the Tracy and Jay Wilson. Look at, it's a lot. Look at the Spiller Boy TV and Nicole Tyler, Heidi Fly. It's a lot of different things, and there's always a rip. Now, I'm going to say this. This is not going to be popular, but I'm going to say why a lot of this happens here. Hey, really, B. Why a lot of this happens here, and we spoke about this in my channel some weeks ago, but I'm going to mention it again. Why you see a lot of it here on YouTube, or you may see a lot of it in pop culture, definitely anything media, is this. By and large, say what you want to say. One of the most captivating people to see on television, on screen, if they are on, is a gay black male. You can say, I watch them because I can't stand them. I watch them because I like them. I watch them for whatever reason. But a gay black man, if he's on and he's in his element, is captivating. You want to see him. You want to hear him. You want to maybe see him because you like him. You maybe want to see him because you want to pick at him because you don't like him. But for whatever reason, they are infectious. You want to see what they're doing. You want to see what they're saying for all of the reasons we talked about earlier. Now, when you bring that into the tube of you and YouTuber, it is what James Caldwell said about a month or two ago, that there is competition. And when there's competition and you have this community of individuals in the gay black men that are camera ready, that are, lively and gregarious and upbeat, and our people are infectious and people want to see them. And then you have black women who are as well, and you see that there are a lot of them, but you have some that are not either. And when they are in the same arena and one is doing better, or one seems to have better numbers, or one seems to be getting more views than the other, what does the other one say? Well, let me try to do what I can to make them not look as good and bring them down. And so then we have this whole bumping of heads. That's what we have. That's just my viewpoint, my vantage point. You can disagree, but I'm speaking specifically in this um, area or sector. Let me go back to see what y'all said. Hey, Tina Marie. We getting that alpha woman. We about to get there in just a moment. Not to mention it was nonsense. Oh God. Hey, Miss Brooklyn. Most men resort to crying when being put up. Child. Black gay men are used and objectified by most black women. Make black women mad. They can't wait to call us F bombs and with your gay ass. We are more than accessories and doing hair, makeup, and style. I mean, but we were just talking about that, Justin. We really were allies. And for some reason, outside sources and outside entities try to cause division amongst us. And now we're at the point where we've been influenced by these outside entities over and over and over, and so much, and so is so prevalent that we don't even need the outside entities anymore. We're good at doing it ourselves. And now the divisiveness is being caused by us. By us. Which is why, and I've said this too, and this is not going to become popular. I said when there was a time period, I want to say in this sector about late July, early August, where it was toxic. The streets were toxic amongst the black gay men and the black women in this sector. And I said, you just all need to take corners. Y'all black women, y'all go over here, y'all do what y'all do. And y'all black gay men, y'all go over here and y'all do what y'all do, and watch each other in silence. You know what I'm saying? But don't add commentary to each other, because it had gotten to the point where it was just toxic. Like you couldn't even turn on this sector of YouTube. You had to just go to your other sectors that you go to all the time, because you're like, oh God, I can't watch this. And sometimes you see that spring up even now. Sometimes I'd be like, listen, y'all take a break from each other. You know, it's like when parents with their kids, you got two kids, your son and your daughter over here at each other's at odds with each other. What you say as a mom or dad, you go to your room, you go to your room. Y'all don't talk to each other. I don't care. Because they just need a time out from each other. And I think that's what happens sometimes. You even do that with your mates sometimes. Sometimes you be like, child, I need to get out of the house and get away from you for a little bit, because I'm sick of seeing you every day. Every now and again. And it was a time period when I was talking about where it was just too toxic amongst the two. And I was like, we just need to take a break from each other, but that did not happen. And different things, went from there. DL is the worst of the community. Did we not? And I don't know if Tina Marie was here or not. Did we not just talk about how they vilified The DL man. You see, there's the comment, and this is no slight to you, Tina Marie. I'm not trying to call you out, but that comment right there is that is carbon copy of what I was talking about earlier when they vilified the gay man through the DL black man. And there was a reason. What and see the unspoken part of what was called the DL man was the reason that a lot of men had to become DL at that time was coming out of the 80s with the AIDS epidemic. They didn't want people to know that they were gay because if you were gay, people automatically assumed that you had AIDS or HIV or were on the way to getting AIDS and HIV. And it may have been the fact that no, maybe they weren't, didn't have it, or maybe they did, and simply did not want that stigma on them and didn't want to be ostracized, may not have wanted to lose their job, may not have wanted to lose friends. So they were forced to become DL or in the closet or forced into silence about who they were because they didn't want that label on them. It was real. People were losing jobs. People were losing family and home. People were getting killed. And so that was a reason why there had to be people who became closeted. It was a safety to life issue. Safety to life issue. Now watch this, because this is going to tie right into our next topic. Another reason that they had to do that was because of the double standard. The double standard. You got women who can have sex with women, men, and anything in between and still be considered straight. And men, if you even so much as look at another man's penis, much less touch it, stroke it, caress it, or anything, now when you watching straight porn, you better not look too hard at that other man's penis. Or otherwise, now you gay. Gay, 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 gay. Gay. Shouts out to my old YouTube channel where that video had 1.6 million views. God, they put my old Your Ass Is Gay video on Media Take. I remember it. I had to private it because I didn't want it on Media Take. I got 1.6 million views. It was so funny. Shouts out to the old channel. Anyway, but if you are a straight black man and you have any contact with a penis outside of your own, your ass is gay. Gay, 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 gay. Gay. So, why is that? Why is that? Why is there the double standard? Now, and I'm going to introduce this commentary. For those of us who've been in college, been in school, you remember just Jay, you remember that video? Child, the Your Ass. Remember, I had to do a Your Ass Is Gay volume 1, 2, and 3. There was a volume 1, 2, and 3. And then there was a spin-off, His Ass is Gay. Well, we were identifying celebrities and people who were gay. That was just a whole thing. It was a whole big thing. It was so funny back then. It was such fun. The old channel, we had so much fun. Anyway, what was that? I just like, so let's go to that topic that I said, which was supposed to be our real topic of discussion today. Why is it that women get to be sexually fluid, but men, by no stretch of the imagination, can be sexually fluid? Why is that? Why? Why, as a woman? Because women always say, "Oh, I ain't worried. I ain't threatened by no gay man or about my man. My man is my man. My man loves me." Women in the room who have a man or have ever had a boyfriend, if you with your man, husband, boyfriend, whatever, and he loves you, he has not cheated on you or any stretch of the imagination. Would you stay with him if you found out he had had sex with a man in the past? Type of 1, if you would stay. Type of 2, if you would probably say, yeah, I don't think I can be with him anymore. Type of 1, if you would say, and when I say he's had sex before, it could be 1 time, it could be 3 or 4 times, but he is totally with you. He's faithful to you. He has not cheated on you. He is with you for the long haul. Would you stay with him? Type of 1, if you would stay with him. Type of 2, if you would leave. Now watch this. Watch me change the narrative. If you're a gay black man and then you're in the room, if you found out that your boyfriend or husband had sex with women in the past, type of 1 if you would stay, type of 2 if you would leave him. You probably not gonna get very many 2s from the black gay men. Matter of fact, the black gay men might be more inclined to you want to be with the guy who was with the woman. I'm just gonna say, for me personally, having dealt with a lot of bisexual men, a lot of thugs in my life, I'm not down for the bisexuals anymore. When you come over to my corner, I need you to be gay, all the way gay. I don't want you to be confused. I don't want you to still be curious. I need you to just be gay. And just like men, because I don't need that fight. I've been down that road, been heartbroken too many times to want to deal with that again. Nope, I need you fully gay. I ain't saying I want you flamboyant or effeminate, because that's just not that there's a problem with feminine men, because I love feminine men. Some of my best friends. But I'm saying for me dating, I like my men the way I like them. Anyway, but that's a whole nother topic. But my point is this. Why is it okay for women to be fluid sexually, but men not? When I was in college, y'all, when I was in college, I had a lot of sex with men. Newsflash, most of the men that I was having sex with do not identify as gay. To this day, they don't identify as gay. Married, kids, got a lot going on. They are straight men. But it went down in college because these were the days of, when you're in college, that's a lot of, curiosity, being adventurous, being fluid sexually, trying out things, getting high and or drunk and saying, "Oh, I'm high, I'm drunk, I'm horny." Because when you're that age, everybody's horny. Your dick never gets soft when you're in your late teens, early 20s. Your dick never gets soft. I mean, it's always hard, and you're always horny. So you hanging with, one of your homeboys, it might go down. That does not mean that this man is gay. That don't mean he's bisexual. That might mean, you know what, I tried that. Wasn't really my thing. Maybe it was my thing for a little bit, but I'm not gonna say I identify with that. I might just be like, you know what, that was good. That felt good. Hell, I had sex with a lot of women back in the day. Oh God, I almost vomited in my mouth saying that. But I did back in the day. I had sex with women. I enjoyed it. Am I straight? By no stretch of the imagination. But it was what it was. Exploration. So my point is, why is that not okay? Let me go back and see what the comment section. Now, y'all are over here in this comment section. Y'all know how we say on my channel. We good in the comment over here in the chat. Come on, good. All right, let me see what y'all put. But why would the man share that? It's none of her fucking business what he did before her. That's true, Justin. But I'm saying sometimes, he may not say it, but sometimes maybe somebody else mentioned it, or maybe somebody tried to put him on blast and say, "Oh, I had sex with your man back in the day." Things happen, and sometimes news gets out, and it wasn't a man, excuse me, who shared it. Hey, Shauna, Shondo Boom. Just so I can slow the chat. Now, everybody put me a quick hashtag Shondo in the chat. For everybody that came in the room, hashtag Shondo to everybody in the chat that'll give you a chance to catch up on some of these comments. Hashtag Shondo to everybody in the chat. I would state if I found out after I was already in love and invested. However, if I found out in the beginning, that would probably prevent me from getting into a relationship. That's interesting. If you knew, let's say if the man, because when you're courting and when you're dating, you oftentimes, I know I do, I will ask about previous relationships or previous people that you dated, because knowing your history gives me an idea of where your mindset is and how you may have become jaded because of certain experiences in the past, so forth and so on. So if in that investigative period with you courting and dating and seeing if this is somebody that you want to be with, if you find out that that man had sex with another man, hmm, do you automatically say, "Oh, that's it. We can't be together"? This is to my women in the room. Or do you say, and even if he says to you, but you know that's not my thing. You know, I've been with a man before. I'm not ashamed to say it, but you know, I know that my thing is women, and I'd love to, you know, and I'm not trying to go back down that road. Do you automatically write him off women if he says something like that to you? Abby says she don't know. She said it probably would prevent her. Really B says it's tried to be. Let me check. I'm at the dentist office, so not even. Oh, okay. Well, we know you at the dentist office. Um, a lot of women don't make it better by saying they're experimenting, not bisexual or lesbian, or being in relationship with a woman to only cheat, get pregnant, or start a family with a man. Okay. If he did it before, he gonna get the craving and do it again. Not necessarily. I did women before. There's no craving coming for me to go do it again. We ain't doing that. It's not, that's not the way it goes. It's just like sometimes you may go to the restaurant and get something to eat. And because you paid your money, you gonna eat the food, but you gonna leave there and be like, child, I ain't going back to that restaurant. Ooh, dear God, no. Ooh, dude. You let me look. Until the DON found out and I gave that catches his fancy in every child. Let me see. I've been in open relationships before, and the only way it works is the honesty with each other. But Shauna Lynn, I didn't say hi to you when you came in the room. Shauna, to you. We see that some people are saying even if that man is honest in the beginning, they're like, I'm not here for it. I'm out. People are, that's what the people, some people are saying. I'm not saying everybody, but some people are saying that they are automatically out if that happens. It's not okay. I'm 47, um, and never, ever, ever been intimate with another woman. It's called choices. Okay. Where am I? Did I go too far? Oh dear, I'm so behind. Wait, dear God. Oh God, how did I get this far back? Oh Lord. I done lost my place, y'all. I lost my, okay, here I am. I'm in the right. I'm so behind, y'all. Because this is the only double standard we get. Steve said, Steve said that we got this double standard because this is the only one we get. All right now. You were supposed to explore in college. Obviously not, Shauna, because the people say they don't see it for exploration. Neptaria, I was told that by old download man. That queer, I'm still confused myself on queer. Floribel, I'm just being honest. All right. What's it called? By curious child. Child. I've never had a desire for sex with another female. I find that idea repulsive, gross. I love because somehow they find vaginas attractive. I mean, to each his own. Some people love the cooch. Yolanda is Yolanda. Hey, I ain't say good morning to you, Shonda. I'm with you. I'm not a fan of the cooch. Just saying, cooter. Me and the cooch don't really, you know, dig each other. Just being honest. Hey, Jaded. I know you at work, Jaded. I already know. I give up on my love life. My husband isn't any good. I give. Oh boy. Yeah, I got my Shondos coming through. My first time being with a woman was because my ex-boyfriend set it up. Yeah, look at that. See what I'm saying? Even for the straight male, they're okay. with by a threesome where it's MFF, but they definitely are not okay, and most of the women are not okay if the threesome is MMF. If it's MFF, people are like, yay! But if it's I'm sorry, if it's MFF, people are like, yay! But if it's MMF, one or two things is happening. Either one, you calling the men and they're gay, or two, you're calling the woman a tramp because they're running a train on her. That's what the people say. I'm just telling you what the people say. I got my Shondos. Okay, that means I can fast forward. They tell you not to ask about past relationships. I don't believe that, Shauna. I need history on this person. Because if I'm going to be in a committed relationship with you, I don't need no surprises. Okay. I don't need you surprising me. So I need to go do some homework on you and find out what I need to find out. That's just as gullible as the people say, well, I'm going to wait for sex until I'm married. No, I ain't waiting until I'm married for no sex by no stretch of the imagination. I am not waiting until sex because I need to know whether or not your stroke game is good or not. I'm just saying. Gonna have me a whole married and you don't even got no good stroke game. You don't believe that? Or it will be it's some people who say they don't even want to see their mate naked until they get married. What if you find out he only like this big? Girl, you gonna be real mad. Girl, we could be friends, but I have to admit I would be nervous. They tell you, oh, some women can't get past just the thought of their man being with men. It's a mental thing. There's levels to it. It is levels to it, Justin. It's levels to it. I'd rather not know if he had been with a man 10 or more years ago because he was bi-curious. If it was in the last 2 years, then it's a done deal. I don't want to have sex with him. Look, I'm telling you, look at the comments. Look at the comment. The women do not see it for, and which is why, if you are a man that is truly, I ain't saying some of the perpetrators out there fill in the blanks of whatever name you want to fill in, other people portraying themselves or perpetrating bisexuality. But there are some men who are truly bisexual. I've met some of them. They're few and far between, but I've met them. Why would they want to tell someone when you're looking at these type of comments? Because what if they did find a woman that they truthfully and honestly did want to be with? You would not have a, it would be, you wouldn't have an ice cube chance in hell. You would be holding a bulletless gun thinking that you have a shot. I honestly don't care. But if I'm in a monogamous relationship, I need him to be with me only. So they would identify as bi-curious. I just don't think we should slap a label on someone for having one or two same-sex experiences. I agree, Shauna. I agree, Shauna Lane. Where am I at? I don't think we should put that. I read that. Wait, I'm so behind, y'all. Wait, I don't skip the whole section of comments, y'all. I'm so behind, y'all. I'm so behind. Okay, now I'm back. All right. L Teddy, oh, I'm so behind, y'all. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying. How about the new stuff of a man being in a relationship with another man and identifying as heterosexual? I ain't heard that. Now that's new to me. I see y'all teaching me stuff because they've only been with women, and this is the only man they're attracted to. But I guess if I'm going with my whole train of thought, if that's what he want to say, he's heterosexual. I mean, I tell people all the time, I'm heterosexual. I'm just a straight man with a dick fetish. That's my running joke. But you know what I'm saying? I, y'all are teaching me something today. Everyone is different. It's okay. Same sex involvement is not for me, but that's just me. Now that I'm older, I I had boyfriends that were strongly attracted to men, but was intimate fully. I left because I was hurt because he wasn't honest. But in the end, we both loved each other. Have you ever been with a woman? Yeah, I done been with a lot of them. It was very overrated. Very overrated. I don't know, and I know why I kept going because that was what people expected me to do. It was overrated. I tried girls, but I'm strictly dickly. Come on, Betty White, me too. Hey Betty White, I didn't even say it. Good morning to you, Shondo Betty White. You are far. Yeah, I'm way too far back. I'm way far back. Straight women who is just experiment. Nothing can replace a man's body. Child. Ooh, Yolanda, don't get me started. A man's body. A man's body. Ooh. Everything about a man is beautiful. It is. I don't look at other females like that. I know what you have because I have the same thing. I have the same thing, and I appreciate what I got, and I appreciate what he got. Ooh, Lord. Okay, just tell me where to get a man that will only Newsflash, alpha woman. It ain't just in the heterosexual community that they cheat. They show cheat over here in the gay community. I'm just telling you, they cheat left, right, and sideways. Okay, child, they get sit down. Okay, just tell me where to get. Oh, okay, I read that. New subscribe to your channel. Hey, Shandy, 38, Shondo, welcome. I'm a fan. I used to believe that I wouldn't be able to date a bi or fluid man, but I've gotten older and learned from friends who are LGB is not a problem for me. I had to realize how anti-LGB my thoughts were. And the thing about it is, I think a lot of times it's unconscious. People become uh, don't realize how anti or LGBT or how inflammatory their just thinking is because it's unconscious. These are normatives that are pushed onto children, and they grow up feeling this way. It's just how the society has, and so has been for a long time. And so we have to do what we can to get past that. Just being honest. If you are a woman and think vagina is gross, that means yours is. You know what, Betty White? I found out about my husband because I went through his. I don't even know what you found out, Alpha Woman. I don't know what I would have found out. Personally, I'm gay on site and I am pull women and women. Come on, pulling women and men. Does that mean that you? Let me look at your picture, Justin. Let me get in the chat. So y'all know how I likes to flirt over here. Thank y'all. Thank you, Captivating Christian, for being a good model. And let me look at Justin Pate's picture. See what this is about. I see you over them eyebrows is snatched, Justin. Snatched, honey. Justin probably got a big old piece of meat over there and he pulling them. Come on now. The women know what's up, and we are adults about our shit. Some women are attracted to attractive out gay men. It's true. That's true, Justin. Justin probably over there got a nice slab of beef built like a tripod with three legs. Shauna, yes. Where am I? Oh, I went. Okay. Shauna, yes, I want my man to be with me and only me. I don't like sharing no matter what the other person is. That's why I don't go through phones. You always find somebody. I don't believe in not going through phone mess either. And the Bay, he's not here right now, but the Bay, no, don't go through my phone until you start paying my phone bill. When you pay my phone bill, then you can go through my phone, which is why I'm never gonna have nobody pay my phone bill because you ain't going through my phone. Sorry, that ain't happening. I do not go through phones, and I don't believe in nobody going through mine. Luckily, I'm bisexual, and lately I've been thinking about just going back to dating women. But alpha woman, it's okay for you to be bisexual, but let a man be bisexual, and now we have issues. Now I want MMF only. I love my sisters, but I have new sexual desire. Come on, Abby, for your MMF. Yes. What's wrong with personal preference? We all have them, and it doesn't mean we are phobic or racist. I don't think it's a problem with having a personal preference for you, but I definitely don't believe that um, when you express your preferences or when you express your views, they need to be vitriolic, or that they need to cast negative light or cast a shadow on a whole group of individuals. That's what I'm saying. I have to go through. Oh, I know what I'm dealing with. I ain't going through no phone. I am not going through no phone. Is a straight man gay if he enjoys anal sex with his wife? I always wondered that. There's a question. Y'all answer that question. Is he gay if he tell his girlfriend or wife to put on a strap on and dig him out? Is he now gay? Is gay simply based on the type of sex you have? I'm way behind y'all. I don't know how I got this far behind. How I got this far behind. Marriage is about spending your life with your best friend who happens to turn you on to. I don't think anyone should get married before 25. I also think 16 to 24 you are when you experiment and find out who you are. That y'all, I must be way behind in these comments. I'm gonna just have to skip some stuff. Married, oh, married. Ooh, child. I don't mind people being bisexual as long as they're not me. Play. Hey, unofficially the new sector. I'm so behind y'all. Women, I gotta just skip some comments, y'all, because I gotta catch up. I'm so far behind. I would be with you, man, but not a woman. Oh, child. All right, y'all, we back up. I just, it's just too much. We way too far behind, y'all. Way too far behind, y'all. But this is what we do, y'all. Shouts out to y'all, and y'all are really vocal and active today in the comment section, and we always are. That's the one thing I can appreciate about my people. Y'all always give me great commentary and feedback, and y'all really sometimes guide the conversation. Hey, Cyber Diva, Shondo, Teddy, off topic. I became a fan hearing you discuss the Joshua Brown killing. Should I discuss the Joshua Brown killing? Your sensitivity and insight on the subject was refreshing, informative. I might have. I don't know. I discussed somebody. Somebody the other day called me a panel whore because they say, "Hey, I'll tell you, you'll be on a lot of people's panels. You are just a panel whore." I must be a panel whore. I don't know. I didn't see the movie, but I do remember the hoopla about the gay cowboys. You can sound like someone who wanted to act. Oh, you talking about Brokeback Mountain, child? It was overrated. Other women in the past, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. As a gay man, would you date a man with kids? Oh yeah, I would and I have. I've dated a man who's had children. hmm I would and I have. Yeah, that would be no problem. So, but yeah, I have definitely dated. Yeah. hmm The but yeah, my dating life has been very interesting. But yes, child, yes. Ooh. Contrary to popular belief, even though I do flirt a lot, I am currently attached. The people, my regulars knew that I'm very attached, and he will come through and shoot it down if he needs to. So, but I am gonna flirt, and he's okay with me flirting. Like I'm gonna flirt with my boo, captivating Christian. Castro Cannon was in the room. I flirt with him. Okay. But yes, y'all. So I definitely today wanted to add my commentary or to add to the conversation and talk about other parts of that discussion that we started on the gentleman's panel with the gay black men versus black women. Also, I wanted to talk about that topic with the double standard of black women. Okay, I got to pee at home. Okay. Well, he have his house and I have my house because we are both individuals gainfully employed and who can, be independent and pay our own bills, and we just come together and unite as one that way. Shine. You ain't no broke man. Just saying. Shine. Come on, therapists only want money. Child, apparently the YouTubers want money too. Betty White. And I don't, and you know what? People try to make this big thing about Cash App. I don't see a problem with somebody deciding to send somebody a Cash App or do a super chat for someone. Because if you enjoyed the commentary or somebody made you laugh, we do it all the time. If you go to the improv in your local city, you got to drop a couple coins to buy a ticket to the improv if the person is supposed to be making you laugh. Believe it or not, television stations pay money to advertisers in order to, get people to, because people watch certain television programs. So I don't know why people make it a big deal. Let me take that back. I know why people are making a big deal about other YouTubers getting cash apps and or uh, super chats because they might be jealous because they ain't getting none. I don't never talk about nobody. I don't see, but see, I ain't nobody who really get cash apps and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even have super chat on my. You can't even send me a super chat right now if you want to, um, on my platform. And I ain't hurting for the. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad. But I think a lot of times people get mad because they start to see what other people's feeling. They be like, "Oh, I want that too." So let me make this other person feel bad about it, or let me make the people who gave to them feel bad because they gave to that person, and let me go try to figure out what they did with the money so people could feel bad for giving that money in the first. It's just a whole horrible narrative. I don't see why you even care what somebody else got going on. I'm with you, Betty White. We ain't paying no man bills around here, honey. We ain't paying no man's bill. Child, child. We ain't paying nobody's bills. Ooh, child, pay a bill. But yeah, y'all. But yeah, I wanted to add to that. So I know we had there's been a lot, and there will probably be more commentary um about these topics. I'm definitely going to leave this I'll leave this live open for a while the commentary is still going on, so that people can reference it and get the story straight as we add to the discussion. I definitely, if you're in the room and you know that you are going to be discussing this, or you want to promote your channel in the chat, go ahead and do that. If you're a member of one of the panels that will be discussing this topic, I invite you to put that in the chat so people know where to go and people know how to find you and so forth. Because I'm not like that. I'm always here to um, promote other YouTubers and so forth. Seek professional therapy as well, not YouTube therapy, even though it is good to vent. A straight man, a straight man doesn't want a mom. He wants a lady he feels he can take care of. Not trying to be mean. That's another interesting topic. I don't know if we got enough time to, do that whole topic. It's a whole nother topic. But y'all, we have been in here for about an hour and 19 minutes. We're about to get up off. We're about to shut it down. Um, Anybody know if Swipe Left is coming on today? I don't know if Swipe Left is coming on today, but um, we try to get off and be respectful of Mother, who often does Swipe Left. Oh, speak of Mother, and she was coming in the room. There is Philly Boy TV. So I want to give a shout out to probably was in the bushes. I told y'all stay out the bushes. It's ants down there, y'all. You get bit by ants. Just saying. Get bit by ants. But shouts out. Let me first give a shout out to my regulars, my people who have been with me um, all the time. Shout out to all of the new people. Shondo to everybody because I know that you might have come here from the Gentleman's Panel or from some other place where you may have found out about us here. We do this on Saturday mornings. Saturday mornings is our time to go live. But if you look on the channel, it doesn't look like we go live because I'm going to be honest. Normally, we will do a live and in an hour or two, I will private that live because I always say I want my people in my live chats to be open and honest and say whatever they want, and then I will private it so they don't feel like they got to regret what they said because they don't want nobody to know that they said that. So we often private stuff. We often private the lives, but we do lives on the weekends, and we have our Thursday night happy hour. I don't know how many more Thursday night, if we'll have any more Thursday night happy hours because of the Gentleman's Panel. No, I'm playing. But maybe we'll do another night. Y'all, my regulars, can y'all suggest another night for our happy hours if Thursday is going to be the Gentleman Panel night? You know? We might need another night for happy hour. I don't know. I don't know. But definitely, shouts out to all my mods in the room. Shouts out to all of the new people. I said that all of the YouTubers that came through and showed love. 6:02 p.m. here. Dear God, where are you at, Praline Chocolates? 6:02 p.m. Oh God. Where are you? You got to be somewhere maybe in Europe or Africa, I think. Maybe England. Saturday, Sunday. Come on, Saturday, Sunday. Come on now. Yeah, Praline Chocolates, where are you? Shouts out to my international viewers, the viewers from international places. Watch how they run. Everyone has a different way of physically running. It's very telling. 9:02. Is it 9:02 a.m. or p.m. there, Raina? No, we chase you out. They gave you the definition of Shondo last week. Real, I'm just saying they did give you the definition of Shondo. We gave you the definition last week. Okay, you're near France. Okay, shouts out to the international community. Betty White. Where are you at, Raina? Oh, so you must be on the West Coast, Raina. We ain't mean to run you away. We don't run people away. Ivy. Oh, David makes man on when. Oh man, I'm so upset, y'all, about the David makes man season finale. The fact that we gotta wait till season, because I want there to be more episodes, but I know it is what it is. South America in the building, but currently in Florida. You know what? What Shondo? That's a good question. Can someone in the chat tell them why we say Shondo, please? I mean, we got a lot of new people that are being ingratiated into our sphere, into our, they're coming into the yard. And so we don't want them to feel left out from our inside joke. So I will tell them, I will take executive privilege to tell them. If you don't know what Shondo is, go to Google. Put Shondo definition. Let me make sure that's still the first one that comes up. Shondo. Let me do it myself for you. Shondo meaning. Put Shondo meaning, right? No, I don't think it's. I think it's definition. Shondo definition. There we go. You know what? I think we got to Google because now All of the ones that we put for Shondo is the clean versions of what Shondo means. Um, but Shondo literally means the head of a penis, the head or glands of the penis, or it could reference the entire penis itself. And so, whenever we say Shondo in the room, because this is the house of debauchery, we are paying homage to our debaucherous side. So that's why we put Shondos in the room. We're not saying that's not an amen or a church hallelujah. That is a Shondo because Shondo, a definition of the word Shondo means the head of the penis or the actual full penis itself. And there you have it. So when you see us put hashtag Shondo, y'all know what we talk about. So the next time you go to church and you hear the women yell Shondo in the room, y'all know they talking about a good dick. Just tell you. Okay, just a head, just a head. Shondo. Okay, Yolanda. It can be uncircumcised. In most cases, it is Shondo. But it can also just be the head of the penis. Um, so yes. Hey, from Ireland, come on. That look like a troll account, but who knows? It might be somebody really from Ireland. But y'all, we about to get up out. So I tell y'all all the time, okay? I tell y'all all the time, all right? When we come on my lives, two things that I always expect you to do. I want you to learn something and I want you to laugh. If you do not learn and you do not laugh, then I have failed you. And hopefully today everybody learned and everybody laughed a little bit and we had a good time. And we'll, catch y'all next time. I don't know if we're gonna do the late night happy hour tonight like we did last week. Last week we had the late night happy hour and it went really well. We got into some real deep. Since we're talking bisexuality, if we do a late night live tonight, we might discuss some of the porn stars who may have started off in gay porn and now are in straight porn because there's a lot of them. How's it going, Jay O'Neill? Shondo to you. So before we get out, I want to say thank you to everybody who has recently come over, subscribe, like, hit notification bell. If you did that, I want to say thank you. I don't ask people to do that, but I do say thank you if you do it. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to all my regulars. Let me get a last Shondo in the room. Everybody put a hashtag Shondo in the room before we get on out of here, as we do. And now you know why we say Shondo. Now, what we're not going to tell you about is hashtag orange shirt. Orange shirt. Now, that's definitely an inside joke. Orange shirt. Oh, Lord. Orange shirt. Why? If you want to know, I'll leave it to somebody else to tell you why we say hashtag orange shirt. Yeah, you have to have been here for the orange shirt story. But y'all, we've had a great time in here. We've learned, we've laughed, we've been a little debaucherous. And this is what we do. Some people have questioned the old Teddy 27. Is he really like that all the time? It's what we do all the time. People just don't know us. I'm just saying that was just on. Shondo is something that we say on every live. Orange shirt was just one live where it's an inside joke. Woo, Lord, orange shirt. That was so funny. Don't fight back. Just run. Just run. Y'all, wait, before we go, y'all put a 27 in the chat if you want me to show the video again. Put a 27 in the chat if you want me to show that video one more time. Because it was so hilarious. If you want me to show the video. Y'all put a 27 in the chat if you want me to put the video again. Dear God. It was so hilarious. Oh, Lord. If I do show the video, I will not have to tell y'all why we say Arthur. Oh, boy. Let me find the video. It was so hilarious, y'all. We have a good time over here. And the one thing I want to say to y'all is, if you notice, we can have a good time over here. I do want this to be a safe place where you can feel like you can come over here. We got to be over here talking about YouTube streets and windmill and all about the YouTube streets. You can actually go into someone's live and just have a good time and talk about real stuff and not have to be worried about the people on the YouTube streets. Hashtag content. Okay. Anyway, let me find this video for y'all because it's so hilarious. It's just hilarious. Ooh, y'all. All right. I got to scroll through all my porn. All right, here you go. Oh, okay, I found it. Ooh, y'all. So, hold on, y'all. All right, found the video, y'all. Oh, hold on. I got to turn this up. Hold on. All right. So, are y'all ready? All right. All right. So, she shouldn't have been talking that shit. Let them hoes just in the bathroom. But that's your energy. They get your sister. They are getting your sister. They are getting your sister. They are getting your sister. They are wearing you down. They are wearing you down. They are you down, sister. They get your sister. Don't bring back this. They wear you down. Don't bring back this. That's wrong. That's wrong, girl. That's wrong, sister. That's wrong. That's right. I told you, don't mess with my business. No, bitch. I'm lying, girl. You trying to? I'm lying, bitch. Yes, ma'am. You don't talk shit to my friend, I will drop your ass. That's right, bro. That's right. That's how. Let me turn around. Oh, they want to turn around. She gonna learn, bitch. She gonna learn. She learned tonight. She was bloody as a motherfucker, bitch. No, damn. How about that? Oh, there she go again. Girl, and the reason this, I gotta tell a story, y'all. I'm sorry to the people that said the reason we say orange shirt is I call that a dramatic reenactment of what happens in the YouTube streets sometimes. And some of these people are that chick in the orange shirt who got her ass whooped, the light skinned chick in the orange shirt, who came back after wiping the blood all over her face. When she said, when the dude said, "Don't run, don't fight, just run, just run." They are getting you, sister. Y'all know it's people in the YouTube streets who are the orange shirt. And that's why we say hashtag orange shirt. Because some of these people are the chick in the orange shirt that got her ass drugged. And then you want to come back in blood, smearing blood all over your face. Shut up. Did he give you commentary? Baby, that woman gave commentary for the gods in that video, honey. I can't even commentate that whole video better than he. He said, "Hey, it's getting you, sister." When he told her, don't fight back, just run, just run. That's what I be wanting to tell some of the people. Don't fight back, just run, because they are beating you down in these streets. Child, hashtag orange shirt, okay? Hashtag orange shirt. That's the last time we go discuss a hashtag orange shirt. But I just wanted to see the video one last time. Y'all, we finna get out of here. What you say, Lockhead Boss Lady? Sometimes you have to fight. No, she didn't need to fight. He was right. Don't fight back. Just run. Just run. Because it was like five of them on her. And he told her, they are getting you, sister. Oh, God. Y'all, I can't, y'all. Y'all got me. What did he say? They are getting you, sister. Y'all, oh God, I almost want to play that video again, dear God. I almost want to play that video again. Y'all, I'm gonna put the link in the wait, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do y'all this favor. I will put the link to the video in oh God, where is that? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put the link to the video in the chat because you may want that video in your life. So you need it. You need it. Put a 27 in the chat if you need this video in your life. If you want me to put the link, I don't have to put the link, y'all. Y'all could have got y'all life the first time, and I won't put it in again. But if you need the link, please put a 27 in the chat because it gives life. Who chat? Who chat? Okay. So anyway, there's the link right there. There's the link. Anyway, we've had fun today. Shondo, as we go, let me put a Shondo in the chat before I get on up out of here. Put me a quick Shondo in the chat before we get up out of here today. Y'all, we had a good time like always. I have had a good time with y'all. We've learned, we've laughed, we've had a good time. We'll be back. Just upcoming things. Y'all know I usually have my Sunday morning football picks for my fantasy football picks. It's going to be up early. I'm going to try and tape it later today or tonight, and then I'll put it up early in the morning because I know there's going to be the game in London between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I want to get my picks out in enough time for you to make your lineup changes to your fantasy football, or if you do FanDuel and stuff like daily fantasy football, so you can make your pick selections then as well. So so I'll try to have that up early, and then I might go live tomorrow morning. Is you tomorrow morning? We do Sunday mornings. We usually don't go live as early as we do on Saturday morning, but I don't know. It depends on how I feel. It might be later today, so we'll see. All right. That's all I got for y'all. It's been real. It's been great. This is what we do, and we about to get up out, y'all. It's been real. I'll check y'all next time. We good. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely.